What is up? What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing this morning? Um, yeah, I'm running just a couple minutes late as per usual. But anyway, so I got a little bit of an announcement. I guess we might could call it bad news, but it's not terrible news. I wanted to get on here and actually give it myself in person rather than just put a post up. So I just got off the phone with Mitch a few minutes ago, and he called me and, of course, wanted me to apologize to all of y'all. He had something come up, so we are going to have to postpone. Now, I can assure you this is not a cancellation. This is we just rescheduled. Looks like it's going to be Saturday. I can't and wouldn't go into details anyway, but I know just about everybody's familiar with some of the legal issues with the custody and all that. And so I didn't ask for questions, but I'm guessing it probably had something to do with that, maybe not. But either way, last minute, he did call me. He apologized and said that we would definitely do it this weekend. So told him that's fine. And I wanted to jump on so I could actually tell y'all in person like this, and I'm not going to just leave y'all hanging. I do have a pretty interesting clip that come out a couple days ago, and so we're going to put that clip up there, and we'll go through that, and then sorry, the chat caught my eye, and then we'll call it for this morning, but then be back tomorrow morning, and then like I said, this weekend we'll definitely have Mitch here, and I promise you it'll be worth it. You know, they say anything that's worth having is worth waiting for, or if it's not worth waiting on, it's not worth having. So I promise you it'll be well worth it. We'll get it done, and we'll get that done soon. So I apologize. So I'm gonna make a little short housekeeping quick announcement here. Not necessarily required at this stage and at the size that we are right now, but eventually I'll have to get some mods in the chat and all that. So I figured I'd get a jump on that, and I figured if I was going to do it, I'd ask somebody that's been here from day one and somebody that everybody in the chat loves. So yes, I asked Miss Susan if she would mind doing that, and she told me she would do it. She would definitely at least give it a go, see how it goes. Obviously, like I said, at this stage, with the size that we are, not really required, but that'll give me a head start later. I don't have to scramble to find somebody, and of course, I'll work on getting some others too eventually, but. She is, yes, Nosy, you're getting off the cuff, about as off the cuff as it gets. I was saving the video into my playlist, my show playlist, right as I was hitting the go button. But anyway, so yes, I appreciate you, Miss Susan, for being willing to do that for us. You know, right now everybody pretty much loves everybody, but you never know. We get a little bigger, especially we start getting some assholes in the chat. You know, y'all can always say, "Hey, Miss Susan," if she's not on top of it before you can say anything, y'all can say, "Hey, Miss Susan," and she can help you out with that. So anyway, enough of that. I'll just tell you right now, I'm not gonna have like a 10 commandments or anything like that. Basically, the rules are just gonna be, no violence, absolutely, in any way. And then, obviously be kind, respectful, and all that good stuff, to everybody involved. Me, I guess, but especially any guests that we might have on, and of course, everybody in the chat. So if, we got to keep that chat somewhere everybody wants to be. So all it takes is one bad apple to ruin that for everybody. Anyway, enough of that. We'll move on. I hate to do it to y'all, but Nosy, I'm number one asshole. No, that's me, or at least according to my wife. Let's see here. All right, guys, I'm just going to warn you. This is our favorite dynamic duo I don't know if y'all know who I'm talking about just yet. Trust me, y'all will know these people very well whenever I pull them up. All you got to do is watch their channel or his channel, and content for days. But we'll get a few laughs out of it, probably get some eye rolls, and I think it's important to draw attention to what these people do. It's nonstop. They're relentless. They are relentless, that's for sure. Okay, let's see here. Fire in the hole, guys. Fire in the hole. Yep, y'all knew it, didn't you? Y'all knew it.
So yesterday I found out that I'm one of the most hated people on the internet.
True statement.
Go to Baron Coleman first. I don't know. We'll get to this guy last. So
he better not be talking no smack about Baron now. That crosses the line for me.
Here we go. I don't know. All you gotta do is just type in Baron Coleman. Yeah. I don't know who these people are. Okay, this guy's Baron Coleman. He's a.
Oh, by the way, obviously, like I said, a mod's really not required at this stage, but anybody that would possibly be interested in doing that in the future, if you have my information, any way of contacting me, you can go ahead and let me know now that eventually, whenever we need it, that you'd be interested or willing to do that, and then I won't have to ask later. If there's nobody else in there that wants to do it, that's fine. I'll try to solicit one of y'all. But right now it's not a huge thing. But if anybody wants to go ahead and say, "Hey, I'll do it when the time comes," that's fine. Y'all can hit me up. Anyway, back to it.
He's a Turning Point Erica Kirk hater. He is a. You know how Scientology has like their rungs of like you've made it. He's high up on the Candidate train. Like he is a Candace faithful. He is there you go. All right.
A Candace faithful. Like Baron Coleman has no original thoughts. Of all the people in the world, of everybody out there, of all the influencers on YouTube, Baron Coleman is the Candace faithful with no original thoughts. I mean, come on. There are other people on YouTube that, even though it wouldn't necessarily be a legitimate argument, that you could make the argument because basically, and look, there's a place for that. I do a lot of it. But there are some people that basically take Candace, specifically, and some others, and kind of just take an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour podcast and distill it down more into bite-sized pieces for people that either don't have the bandwidth or don't have the time, just don't like sitting through a hour, 2 hour podcast. So there are some out there, if you wanted to make that argument, even though it's not a good argument or a legitimate argument, you wouldn't sound as dumb making it. But Baron Coleman, like, give me a freaking break.
First of all, I know I'm getting up in age. This guy is.
Yes, and Lionel is awesome. I love Lionel. One of these days, I'm going to either get Lionel on or get on with Lionel, I promise you. And then we'll know we made it too. But yes, I would love to talk to that man. So anybody in the chat or anybody that listens to this later, if you got any, if you got any secret ways of getting to Lionel, hit him up for me. Tell him I would absolutely love to talk to him.
Way too old to be doing this.
He's 137. That's how old he is.
Guy's way too old. Anyway, so this is him justifying why they should be allowed to attack Erica Kirk. Okay.
Justifying. Wow. That people should be allowed to attack her, not criticize her, not critique her, not, oh God, there's all kinds of words. Attack? No, not at all.
And somehow it's Erica Kirk is hated.
Religious tradition.
And then it's me. Somehow it's Erica Kirk, and then it's me. So here.
At Dawn, I'm fixing to post my. I'm fixing to stick my email in the chat. I probably should have done that before I got started. This was extremely last minute, so I'm gonna put my email address in the chat, and I'm also gonna put my support links up there too. I didn't do that either. So yeah, like I said, anybody that is interested in maybe doing that in the future. Hopefully this thing blows up and we need 2 or 3 more mods in the next weeks, months, whatever. Who knows? But I would not mind having. I would not mind knowing who it'll be in the future. I don't have to look. I don't have to ask.
Who's this guy? Somebody sent this to me. Like I said.
By the way, a little impromptu last minute jump on Matt's stream last night. Y'all should be really proud. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but from the time I went live with Matt last night till this morning when I checked it, 42 new subscribers. And if any of y'all listening or in that chat right now or any of those subscribers, thank you very much. We will definitely make it worth your time, and I really appreciate the support. It's absolutely amazing. So, yeah, and I'm a December baby too, so there's something about those December babies, Miss Susan.
Apparently, Candace Owens retweets him all the time. He's like, he is a tier 1 Canaanite. And but here's what he has to say. Let's play this.
What's the difference between being a tier 1 Canaanite and being a tier 1 Ericanite? I mean, good God.
Any religious tradition, does it say if you're a widow, you get a free pass to lie to anyone you want, to gaslight everybody you meet, for everything you've ever done in your entire life that is dog doo-doo? You just get overlooked. No one's allowed to bring it up. No one's allowed to talk about it. For the rest of your life, everyone has to fawn all over you and support you because, my God, you're a widow. It doesn't exist. I've looked at scripture. It's not in there.
I can vouch for that. I looked. It's not in there either. The couple verses that they try to quote to back that position up are there, but that is not at all what they say or mean. So.
Erica, Graham, Gary, not in here. Andrew, Blake, doesn't say it.
That's it. Again, what I love about this is this guy's sole purpose in life, like his sole purpose in life, it's not to save America. It's not to win people over to G. It is to vindicate why he is allowed to attack a widow unrelenting. Like that's it. And you hear it. It goes Erica and then me. I don't even know this guy. Like what?
An attack would be, let's say, like, without any provocation, just, for no reason at all, to blame her for being a liar or for doing this or for doing that. And she did not actually do those things. I could go with attack on that, or I wouldn't argue too much. You could say that would be an attack. To make up lies and to purposely slander for the sake of slander, okay, I would give that to you. What has Baron Coleman? What is Baron Coleman or anybody? Candace? I'm not trying to put myself in that group, but, love those people. But myself even. What have we attacked her on? Quote, unquote, attacked her on? Nothing. Every single gripe has been, it appears to be legitimate. And you know what? If there are any that are not legitimate, I guess somebody needs to speak up and say, hey, and I don't mean send out your little attack dog, your little biatch Graham Allen and, Dan Bongina. I mean, somebody needs to sit down with one of these people, some of these huge influencers like Baron or like Candace, and explain how and why that some of the claims are not correct. And you know what? Guarantee you, everybody would change their position in a heartbeat. But when you send assholes out like this to do nothing but make a fool out of themselves and just, bite at their heels, basically. I mean, if he thinks he is anywhere in the orbit of Baron Coleman or Candace Owens, he is sadly mistaken and so delusional. So basically what he's doing is basically just yipping and nipping at their ankles anyway. But, if anybody has gotten anything wrong, Baron has that outstanding invitation to come on his show and tell him what and where. So these are in no way, shape, form, or fashion attacks. Not at all.
It's just,
but obviously to them, you can't critique or criticize even with merit, if a woman's husband dies.
And like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. Like, okay,
Y'all
all right,
ought to be
cool,
proud.
dude.
You, Erica, Andrew, Blake, y'all should be proud because y'all.
Oh, I was just about to say that, Penny. Absolutely. Miss Kirk, Miss Erica, Miss Kirk. Like, what the hell? I mean, just that. And look, she disrespects him every day in so many ways. But yes, that one right there to me is just amazing. Like, no Mrs. Kirk. Like, no acknowledgement of how she got in the limelight, the spotlight like she is. No acknowledgement whatsoever, just like she's always been Miss Kirk. Miss Kirk. Didn't have anything to do with her late husband, Charlie. When we all know that it has everything to do with him.
At this point, you guys are making more people rich than Bitcoin. Like, y'all are making a lot of people money.
People are making
wagon and start bashing you.
Maybe it's a conspiracy. Maybe there's a conspiracy between Graham Allen and, I don't know, Baron Coleman, Candace Owens. Maybe there's a conspiracy between them. They're like, look, let's come up with this plan where we can fight each other online back and forth. And Graham Allen, you can come out and yell and scream and say the dumbest shit ever. And then guess what? That'll allow people like myself and others to have something to talk about and laugh about, and it'll make good content and, make some money out of it too. So let's do that. Maybe that's what it is. Hey, you never know. There could be a conspiracy there.
People are making money just talking crap about us. Anyway, okay, so this next one is a really interesting one. And the reason I'm playing this, I'm not going to say the kid's name. I'm not going to say anything. This is when I say that we're fighting against brain rot,
And I want to know if anybody has seen this yet. He posted a video on YouTube. I kind of planned to cover it, the whole thing. But I'm not going to do that if everybody's already been through it, seen it several times. So y'all let me know if y'all have seen any of this, all of it, or what, and if I should cover it, because it's it's very interesting to say the least. Very, very very interesting.
This is, get off of this douchebags thing. So this is Project Constitution, the same guy who blatantly lied and said that the voice on the recording for Epstein was Erica Kirk. You guys remember that? Mm-hmm. That loser. All right, so this is him. Oh, well, he posted this video. This is a kid who, you backed up way too much, Todd. This is a kid who apparently worked with Turning Point USA, who I don't know if you can tell in the paperwork there, he wrote a freaking novel as to why
he wrote a dissertation on
Turning Point USA. But we specifically wanted to highlight a section here to where you can hear the delusion in this young man. All right. So he goes down the list of people that had foreknowledge of Charlie's death, and then the list of the top, like, don't ask questions type people. I want to highlight the end of his foreknowledge part, and then who his top people are that he hates. Okay, let's play it. We should be at the DOW part, Todd. Let's play it.
Of my opinions, and I do not believe it includes everyone who may be involved.
It's a book.
Foreknowledge.
Yeah, we're wet. You gotta have to skip a little bit.
Charlie Kirk. Rated BILT, which is a 3D interactive and immersive absolute clowns. I want to highlight two people first.
Back up.
Rated BILT, which is a 3D interactive and immersive intelligence, accurate energetic systems, AES.
We all know about AES, don't we? Everybody that's listening to me right now is bound to be familiar with that.
Yes, which was the plant that exploded on October 10th, 2025, killing 16 people, leaving no survivors, which the DOD purchased a $500,000 extra small demolition charge, which I believe to be the lavalier lapel mic that Charlie Kirk is wearing.
And I'm going to throw one more little detail in there that he didn't. Nothing wrong with what he said, but there was one key detail in that that showed there where that contract was made. Whatever. Anyway, on the government website though, where it showed this purchase, this order, what it said was it's not just a bomb or explosives or whatever. It said specifically, I think it was miniature or micro, one of the two. I I can't swear to it, but I think it either said miniature or micro. But regardless, it said anti-personnel shape chart. How do words work? Anti-personnel shape charges. Now, generally, shape charges are used for breaching doors. They use some of the bigger ones literally for cutting holes in the sides of tanks. So they have a wide range of uses, but historically, they have been used more for, getting in somewhere you're locked out of. That being said, they're not anti-tank shape charges. They're not anti-door shape charges. They're not, breaching shape charges. I don't know exactly how it would be worded, but they're anti-personnel. What does anti-personnel mean? Anti-personnel means that specific charge is made specifically for personnel, an individual, a person's body. Just throwing that out there.
On that day.
Pause it. What? Dude just said that the DOD made a $500,000 purchase for a bomb. And he believes that the DOW, by the way, bought this to murder Charlie. Well, that would include me because I work at the DOW. So me and Pete Hegseth,
right there,
were in cahoots to murder Charlie Kirk. Okay. This is the group that he says had foreknowledge. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Then he gets into the top people. Now, this guy worked with Turning Point. I don't know who this guy is. Now, it's possible I've interacted with this dude. It's possible that, we've been in the same vicinity of each other. But then he goes into who he believes are the worst people. And somehow it's me and Dan Bongino are the worst of the worst. Play this clip.
Horrible.
Questions people that have been absolute clowns. I want to highlight two people first and then I'll go on. Graham Allen and Dan Bongino. You two are traitors.
He's a kid after my own heart. Man, I couldn't have said it better. He took the words right out of my mouth.
To the United States of America, and you two genuinely make me sick. The unchristlike and untruthful behavior by both of you makes me sick to my stomach. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Going on.
There you go.
Amen. Preach it, brother. They should be ashamed of themselves.
So, like I said, I don't know who this kid is. I have no idea. But this is
obviously he knows who you are.
this is what I want to say. If there was ever an experiment to convince employees to not hire 20-year-olds, it's Turning Point USA at this point. And this is why.
Why? Maybe because that particular age demographic has been pushed to the point where they're pretty much now not just not Zionist, but anti-Zionist. They want nothing to do with it. If I had to guess, that would probably be the number one reason Turning Point wouldn't want to hire 20-year-olds. Just saying.
Back in the day, if you had a problem with your boss, you either just got fired or you quit. Now, all these kids, because that's what this young man is. He's a kid. They see an opportunity to get viral, so they quit, and then they write these freaking manifestos, and then you name key people. Nobody punches down. Everybody punches up.
First of all, all right, so he's claiming in this new environment we have, this new social media thing, that this provides some kind of special opportunity for these kids when they either quit or get fired. So I want to say him and many others like him. It's not like they quit their job at the local lumber mill stacking boards. In that case, I would say it probably wouldn't warrant a letter to go online. But when you're talking about a massive, influential organization like TPUSA, if there are things going on there that directly affects the voters and other people, not to mention they are taxpayer funded, all on donations, you know, an organization like that, if there is shit going on, guess what? Somebody needs to talk about it. And so this is not just him being an asshole and taking advantage of the internet to make his ex-boss look bad. Not at all. Like I said, it'd be different or if he worked at the local Ace Hardware, you know, sorting paintbrushes all day, whatever. This is a totally different animal. I feel like it was completely justified and honestly, probably needed to be done. So, yeah, he's trying to make the kid look bad, make him look like an asshole for doing it, but no, sorry. Nope.
That's the way it is.
Of course,
Baron
of
Coleman
course.
punches up. He names me. He names Dan. Names Erica. This kid, same thing, trying to see virality and all this other kind of stuff. Why did I show it? Because I want to show you the delusion of what we're dealing with right now. I would say that a young man like that could potentially be dangerous. I mean, someone who actually believes, in the same breath, he said that he believes Pete Hegseth and the Department of War purchased a $500,000 detonation charge that killed Charlie Kirk. And then he said, and oh, by the way, the two people that I have the most problem with is Graham Allen and Dan Bongino. You two are traitors. You two are traitors to the country. You're anti-Christ, you're non-Christ. Like, these are all rhetorics that lead to people getting shot. It just is. It just is. It's all rhetoric that leads to people getting shot.
Yeah, he's definitely going to turn radical as soon as Daddy sees the video and takes his allowance away. So
no,
like,
man, that dude's been disowned by his daddy for a long time.
Long time. Like, congratulations, young man. You calling Graham and other people like that, and Graham and Dan Bongino, anti-Americans who both
me and Dan have become public enemies number one. Like, again, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's
for being assholes. If you want it, if you just want to break it down to brass tacks, if you just want the straight basic truth, for being assholes. I mean, that's it. Now, there's a lot more to that, but yeah, I mean, y'all carrying water, you know, y'all being the chihuahuas for all intents and purposes for people by all appearances, allegedly have some very corrupt dealings going on and done some somewhat shady things. Yeah, y'all coming out and carrying their water. That would be a good place to start. There's more than that, but that'd be a good place to start.
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't understand.
Go get back on Fortnite, kid.
I'm not afraid. I'm more aware of that young man at his age being radicalized than freaking that Baron Coleman granddad that is, you know, talking in his face.
How old does he think Baron is? My God. I mean, he's a few years older than me, but damn, he ain't that old. This dude, I mean, Graham Allen's in his 40s. I don't know how old he thinks Baron is. Just because he's got 8 kids don't mean he's 60 years old.
Take his medicine.
He hadn't slept in the same bed as his wife in 10 years. Like, you know, I'm not worried about that guy, but it's the radicalization. It's the radicalization of these young people that is, I don't know how you.
What is radical about that? What? Like, somebody in the chat, if y'all know or if y'all can figure it out, tell me what's radical about that. I mean, I heard, and I've watched the whole thing, but I heard him basically say that he couldn't do it anymore because, and he didn't accuse anybody of anything except for maybe covering things up. But what is radical about that? He talked about how pro-Zionist they're going, how they are not, how they have changed courses from the direction they were going when Charlie was there. Everybody knows this. A lot of people talk about this. So I haven't heard anything radical yet, and we'll go over this thing if y'all want to. We'll go over the whole video he put out, the whole letter he wrote. But yeah, why is that radical?
You fight against that, like.
I will tell you
from
personal experience.
Penny, yes, I do believe that is his boyfriend.
Experience with my youngest son, it's tough. Like the anti-Jew rhetoric is starting to seep
That's right, Miss Susan. That is exactly right.
into his brain, and that's something that I have to fight with him on a daily basis of disproving misinformation, disproving stuff that he saw on TikTok.
Maybe you just need to leave him the hell alone. Don't be re-Zionizing, the young kids at your house, Now, if they start wanting to, wear swastikas on their shirt or something like that, that's a little different. But just because they don't want to carry the water for Israel, that's not anti-Semitism and definitely not radical. That's just that's just where this younger generation is at, and for very good reasons. They're tired of it, and I can't say I blame them. And it's not just the younger generation. A lot of the older ones are coming around. So
It's tough, man. You got to stay on top of it. Like it's scary.
But this is part of the reason. Why did I bring all this up? Because yesterday I got a lot of emails of people like, "Oh, you're making this crap up. Nobody gives a crap about you, Graham." Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Am I making it up? So everybody that's got something to say, let's do this. If you support Dan, I don't even care if you support me, but if you stand with Dan Bongino, I want you to comment the word Dan in the comment section right now. I want you to blow it up because Dan Bongino's under attack too. Why?
No, he's not under attack. Just so we're clear, he's not at all. That sumbitch come out raising 9 kinds of hell, attacking everybody. His former audience, his current audience, anybody that had any questions, not even necessarily questions for him, but anybody that had questions about the administration, attack. Anybody that had questions about Turning Point, attack. Calling names, like literally having these absolutely delusional, demented rants where the veins would pop out in his forehead and, he looked like a crazy person. No, Dan Bongino has not been under attack.
Dan Bongino could have done the easy thing coming back. He could have stayed away from the Turning Point USA, the Erica Kirk, the Candace Owens stuff, and he could have just bobbed and weaved. No, he came back and he went straight for it. And, it's one thing I love about Dan, one thing I appreciate about Dan. And there you go. Let's blow this chat up. Let's go. When we say that there's legitimate people who want us dead and all this, again, when you hear people say,
"Good morning, Miss Jeannie,"
hey, Graham Allen and Dan Bongino, you're the two worst. You're traitors to the country. Okay, there's a key
Badge
word.
of honor.
Traitor to the country. That's something that can get you killed, by the way.
Well, when your true allegiances lie with another country, more specifically a little tiny country, basically on the other side of the world, that is roughly the size of New Jersey. One could consider that being a traitor. And guess what? I don't condone any violence, and I definitely wouldn't want anybody to kill anybody over being a traitor or not. But at the end of the day, one easy way to avoid being called a traitor is to not carry water for another country. Just saying.
If people genuinely believe that you're a traitor to the country, that's stuff that'll get you killed. When they genuinely
don't give them reason to believe that you're a traitor to the country. Again, I don't condone any violence, and I don't think that should ever happen. But people won't even get pissed off and think you're a traitor at the end of the day if you are not acting like a traitor and carrying another country's water.
Believe that we are anti-Christ-like, that's also something that will get you killed. Like, that's what I mean.
Like,
this is the world that we live in. And like I said, I don't even know who this guy
It is, Jeannie, finally. Hopefully it stays on for a little longer than it did the last time.
is. And that's the worst part. I've probably interacted with the kid before, because he worked with Turning Point. So there's probably no telling. This is the craziness we live in. continue to pray for the real truth tellers, guys, because again, this is what we mean when we say
Yes, please do pray for us. Pray for the real truth tellers.
there's legit radicalization going on and legit brain rot going on. And this is it. And this is what people like Candace Owens encourage, is this kind of stuff.
What an idiot. Hope y'all didn't mind me saying that. What an idiot. Oh my God, he's always entertaining. I'm telling you, all you got to do is subscribe to his channel, and it's endless content, endless laughs, endless criticism. It's awful. He's like a kid throwing a tantrum every single time he comes on. It's just crazy. Guys, again, for anybody that's just coming in and confused as to why there is no Mitch Snow on here beside me. So last minute he called me, I don't remember now, between 8:30, about 8:30 or something like that. He called me and apologized that he had something come up and that he wasn't able to be on. And it was not a cancellation. We rescheduled. He will be on. I can say that with confidence. I have been in contact with him and talking to him now for a good long while. And yeah, I know that he doesn't definitely intend to come on. So, no funny business there. And as of right now, it looks like Saturday. So y'all just keep an eye out. I'll post it here. Obviously, besides having the thumbnail and the upcoming show on YouTube, and I'll also post it on X, Facebook, everywhere I can. So, just keep an eye out for that for an exact time. And if I have an exact time tomorrow when I come on, I'll tell y'all then also. Let's see. Yeah, but anyway, I look forward to that. Mitch is awesome. He is contrary to what Gary Melton and Alex Jones and the list goes on and on. But contrary to what those guys say, from what I've seen and what I've experienced and what I can discern from that, he is a very, very good guy, very intelligent guy. And as far as credibility goes, I mean, you heard Zach from Wolves in Finance say it. I mean, super credible. So all those attacks against him were definitely for a reason. Yes, Miss Susan, definitely a community post, absolutely. But they were all for a reason, and we always know what that reason is. All that stuff happens when you're over the target. Kind of like my little intro video, over the target. Yep, hitting them with truth bombs. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate y'all for showing up. I know that we had bigger plans for this morning, but thank y'all for not hitting a little X up at the top and closing out as soon as I got on here and said that I was going to be by myself. We always have such a good time. Chat, y'all are awesome. I absolutely love. I hear you, Nosy. Maybe I need to start doing more like that. Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Nosy. Absolutely. And I am so glad to see y'all in there. Y'all make it worthwhile. Trust me. I've said it many times. I'll say it again. I remember all those streams. I come up here, I get all set up, and I'd sit down and hit the go live button, and I'd sit here and talk for an hour and a half, whatever. And right there in the corner of the screen where it shows how many viewers there are, it'd be a big goose egg, 0, start to finish. And it's not a good feeling, but I always told myself, look, you got to start somewhere. Eventually, sooner or later, somebody will stumble across you, and it'll go from there. And it has, and I really appreciate the support more than y'all know. Again, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. In the description of this video, it is not there yet because, again, this was kind of, my plans kind of got changed last minute, but I will have all my pay links in there if anybody does feel feel led to help support me. I'm not monetized yet. I'm working on it. I'm getting closer. But if anybody does want to share, 5, 10, 20 bucks, whatever, it doesn't matter. It all adds up. But anybody that wants to, there'll be 3 links in the description of this video. Actually, I think it is in there. You know what? I may have just lied. I think it is in the description. But anyway, there's a Venmo, there's a Cash App, there's a PayPal. So whatever flavor you prefer, I've got one in there for you if anybody feels the need to do that. But more than anything, I appreciate y'all being here and the support. Y'all please share. If y'all haven't liked, please like it. Anybody that's been in here and watched, please hit the like on your way out if you haven't already. And yeah, hey, grab that link and share it on your socials, whatever you've got. Let's get it out there. We'll yes, absolutely, Penny. Let's do it. Help me out. Shoot that link around. Anybody you know, say, hey, go subscribe. He needs 75 more. So I think we can do 500 this weekend if we really put our minds to it. And I'm going to try my best. So shout out to Matt, with Friends with Matt. Appreciate you having me on last night. It was a really good time. In spite of the technical difficulties, I'm glad at the end it ended up not being technical difficulties on my end. I was so afraid I got on and ruined his stream. But anyway, thank you. Yep, gained 42 subscribers just over that one little live stream, and that's amazing. So, guys, I'm going to quit rambling. Love y'all. Love all y'all. We will we'll definitely be in touch. Keep an eye out for any updates on the Mitch Snow interview, and Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, I do plan on being on tomorrow morning. So hopefully I will see you about 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Okay, guys? Hey, thank y'all. Peace out, guys.